up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my Miniverse. Lately, my Pinterest board has been filled with colorful home decor, and I have absolutely fallen in love with the SMEG Kettle. I hope I'm saying that right. It looks like this. It seems to be in every kitchen that I see these days, so let's make one in miniature. For the dollhouse, I'm not sure if we can make an exact replica, but hopefully something that looks similar. For this project, I'm using recycled paper, board, glue, and paint. I'm thinking we might use nail polish or acrylic paint and Mod Podge. Let's use a paper cutter and cut a piece of recycled paper into 1-inch strips. I'm not sure how many we're going to need, so I cut several. Let's take a glue stick and begin rolling the paper around one end. We can use a little bit of glue to attach it to the glue stick, then carefully roll the paper, trying to keep it as even as possible. When I get to the end of the paper, let's add a little more glue and attach the next strip of paper. Then continue to roll. Then repeat, adding strips of paper and rolling it. Right now, I'm at 9 or 10 layers of paper. I lost count. It's a little under an inch wide. Let's add a little glue to the end of the paper and glue it down. To make a dome shape at the top, I push the paper at one end so it starts to curve. If you have a large bead, we can just press one end against the rounded side of the bead. I'm using a slightly smaller bead to get that dome shape at the top. Let's use a little hot glue underneath to glue the ends of the paper together so we can secure our shape. Once the glue has cooled, I take a nail file, put on my mask, and sand the top smooth to reduce the ridges from the layers of paper. Carefully trim off the excess glue stick. Let's cut a small hole, cutting through several layers of paper. On recycled paperboard, let's sketch a small handle, which is kind of like an upside down L shape, or a 7. Cut it out, use it as a pattern to trace more, cut them out, stack and glue several together. Make sure it can fit in the little space that we cut, then sand it smooth. This will be our handle. Let's make a base. I trace the bottom on paperboard, cut it out, use it as a pattern to trace more, then cut them out to make slightly bigger circles that we can stack and glue together. I have 5 layers of paperboard. I take another circle, cut it in half again and again. Stack and glue a few together. I cut another circle so I could have 3 layers. I use my X-Acto knife to cut off the ends, then glue them around the edge to make little feet. Once the glue is dried, we can sand it. Let's cut a small piece of the glue stick. Make sure it can fit underneath the paper roll, then glue it to the center of the base. Cut a triangle of leftover paperboard, round the ends, make a dent on 2 of the sides, then I bend it in the center to make what will be a spout. I put a small drop of hot glue on the top of the paper roll, allow it to cool, then I lightly sand it so it just blends in with the rest. Hopefully. Now that we have all of our pieces, let's paint. I paint the paper roll a light blue. I'm using acrylic paint to get a nice little base on there. Let's put them on one of our drying/painting stands so we can paint without our fingers getting in the way. I can see that I have a couple of ridges at the top, but that's okay. I think we can use it to our advantage. I paint the other items black, allow them to dry. I almost forgot. Let's cut a long oval shape that is flat on one side that can fit under the cutout for the handle and paint it black. I'm going to add a layer of nail polish to my paper roll. This is completely optional. I just like the shine. I paint the black pieces silver in the areas that will be visible. Let's check on our paper roll. It's a little too pointy. I'm going to take a little off the top and hope that I don't mess this up. That's a little better. Now I just have to repaint that spot and allow it to dry. I love that we're taking our time and trying to get all those little details while we're figuring this out along the way. I think the spout is a little too thick. Let's make another one out of cardstock. So I'm tracing my current one on a scrap. Let's go ahead and make those folds. It's just a little easier when there's more paper. Cut it out, bend it, then paint it. And let's take a small pen, paint it silver, and in that little line on our roll, let's add a little gray paint and try to be neat about it. And I added a little rounded square to the top. Let's glue the long oval shape underneath the cutout. I'm using quick dry tacky glue to attach it to the paper roll. This piece probably would have been better as cardstock too. So I quickly switched it and yeah, it's way better. Let's take the new spout that we also made out of cardstock, place glue on the flat sides that we bent, attach it to the side opposite of the handle. And it is on there. It's probably a tiny bit large for scale, but we can take some artistic liberties. Let's add the push pin to the back, right under that long oval thing. That took a little elbow grease, but we got it. Take the handle and glue it into that little space that we cut out. It's staying, but it's definitely a weak spot. I bought metallic nail stickers on Amazon. We can use them to write out SMEG or come up with our own little inspired name. I'm gonna go with Frog. I place the stickers going across the center, trying to get them as straight as I can. Add a top coat of clear nail polish, and once it's dry, we have a miniature electric kettle for the dollhouse. Here's the base, and we can set the kettle right on top when it's time to boil some water. It's totally not perfect, but it is made out of paper. I used a lot of recycled materials, nail polish that I already had, so the main thing I had to pay for were the stickers. And here it is with a doll for size. And if you want to add a cord, we can glue one of those wire ties that come with doll packaging underneath to get a cord that we can shape however we want. Then I just hide the other end out of the scene. This took a minute to make. There was a lot of drying time, trial and error, but with Mini Brand's home coming out, I thought a few inspired appliances would be fun. Thank you for joining us while we made a new mini for the dollhouse. If you liked this type of video, let us know what other detailed projects you would like to see in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye!